Support provided by the Chesapeake and Newport News with chef-centric farm-to-table dining. thechesapeake.org. Hi friends, Jay Sennett. Welcome to another edition of Cooking with Jay here in the Jazz Kitchen. As always, I hope all of you are doing well. Today I'm going to prepare for you, I want to show you this beautiful fish fillet. This is Branzino. Branzino is Branzino. It's difficult to find. You probably won't find it around here in Hampton Roads, but it's sea bass. It's Mediterranean sea bass or Greek sea bass. It's real popular in Europe, particularly Italy, and because it's delicious. it's one of the white flaky fishes. There's a subtlety to the flavor. It's a little sweet, obviously not too sweet, but it has more of a sweeter edge to it. And it's nice and flaky, so it's great for chefs. It's great for people who love white flaky fish, and it's easy to cook. It's really easy to cook, and it's fastly becoming my favorite fish. So I order the fish from Wolf's Seafood. Turn that, getting that saucepan hot there. From Wolf's Seafood, and it's an online store. That's where I order all most of my fish, not all of it. Maybe they should give me an endorsement, so I use their name. But I ordered the Branzino from them, and you can season the fish with salt and pepper, a little garlic powder, a little paprika, something like that, some Cajun seasoning, whatever. I make my own little rub for this, and basically it's salt, pepper, smoked paprika, put a pinch of chili powder in here, some garlic powder, and that's pretty much it, right? Now, I like a crispy skin on my fish, right? So I'm using a cast iron skillet. You kind of want to avoid the non-stick pans when you want to get a crispy texture on your fish. Probably get a steel pan. That would be great, or a cast iron skillet. Probably the best choice if you want to get that crispy skin. But the other point to getting to the crispy skin is that you have to make sure the fish is dry, okay? Make sure the fish is dry. You pat it dry on both sides, and if it was frozen, then there's water inside, so you're going to have to just keep patting it dry. So once you pat it dry with some paper towels, put it in the refrigerator, skin side up, so it can air out a little bit. Then take it out after about 45 minutes to an hour, then pat it dry again, maybe put it back in there for 15, 20 minutes. And then about 10 minutes, you want it close to room temperature, so take it out about 10 minutes before you're starting to, you will cook the fish. Okay, you want a hot saucepan. I'm using a little bit of avocado oil and a pinch of butter. So let's go over here to the stove, and we'll get this Branzino rolling. This saucepan is hot. It's a cast iron skillet, and I season the fillets skin side down, obviously. So I'm going to put these in. Wow, that pan cooled off fairly quickly. Okay, turn that back up. I'm going to put the fillets in skin side down, right? And with the spatula, once I get them in the pan, I mash them, right? Mash them. Because the problem with having your fish too wet, if you want to get a crispy skin, if the fish is too wet, then it's almost like steaming the fish. So your skin will get kind of, moist, and it's not going to be crispy, put it that way. So let's check it out. All right, I think this is good. Yeah, you want that almost. I'm using avocado oil because there's a high smoke point in avocado oil. And so I can turn it up really high, cast iron skillet, and once you get them in the pan, you don't want to move them, okay? And how will you know to turn it over? Just about 3 or 4 minutes. These are fairly thin slices of fish. These are thin fillets. But the edges of the fish will start to turn brown. And I'm not even sure if I want to use the spatula to flip them over. I'm going to use these, but we'll see. So I'm crossing my fingers. I got enough of that moisture out of this fish. And I tell you what though, man, this fish it's absolutely delicious, you know. And also you don't want to put too much oil in there. I put a little bit of butter in there as well. Okay, there's some butter in there. I may have put just a pinch too much oil in it, but we'll see. I'll cross my fingers. Basically you want the pan coated with oil, okay? So just a little bit of oil and just a little bit of butter, and then you're good to go, okay? Butter will help add into that crispy texture and also flavor, of course. Now it's just starting to turn brown. You can't really see it with the camera probably, but it's getting there. And again, this is Branzino. It's, you know, like I said, the European version or the Mediterranean version of sea bass, right? If you like sea bass, you will like Branzino, because that's pretty much what this fish is. And it's a versatile fish. You can cook it so many ways. You can pan sear it, you can roast it, you know, maybe even put it on the grill. All right, I'm gonna try this and see what we got here. So you see these edges turning brown. Ooh, that's hot. Cross my fingers, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah. Yep. Nice and crispy. Nice and crispy. And we'll put it on this side that's cooking right now. Again, once you turn them and get them, you know, starting to get them cooking, you don't want to move them. So use a spatula to flatten me, but I don't want, this is separate. I'm going to get it separated. Okay. The meaty side, I'm not as concerned about moving as I am the skin side, because once you get the skin in there, you definitely don't want to move it. And it's a quick cooking fish. The time we spent here, I'm going to go over here and get a plate. And I'm going to put, let's see, while this fish is cooking there, this is zucchini. Da-da-da-da. Almost done. Another 40 seconds and we'll be good to go. Okay. See, now they're crispy. The skin is crispy, but I put a little bit too much oil in there. So, but it'll come out okay. It'll be all right. And this kitchen, and one thing too, another thing, a very important point I want to make with this fish when I order it. It comes frozen, and I tell you what, when I cut that bag open, I cannot smell a hint of fish. There's no fish smell at all. It's fresh. It's perfectly filleted. I just love this where I get this fish from. All right, let's see. Let's take this fish out here. Ooh, turn it over. Oh man, look at that. let's go over here to the counter. And I want to get some. These some roasted potatoes. This is zucchini, by the way. That's squash, and this is the branzino. Perfectly cooked. And you know, one more thing I want to get here, because this will work. Da-da-da-da. All right, forgot about this. Yep, that's what I didn't want to do, but that's, of course, one would fall out. Some lemon juice over there, and we can garnish the fish, put some lemon up here, like that. There, my branzino. Okay. All right, folks. So, and remember, I made my little rub, but you don't have to make a rub. You can use salt and pepper, some garlic powder, maybe some Cajun powder, but I use, again, salt, pepper, smoked paprika, a little bit of chili powder, some garlic powder, and pat dry the fish. Get the fish dry. Don't forget that, particularly if you want that crispy skin on the bottom. Use a cast iron skillet preferably, or if you have a stainless steel saucepan, that will work. Those two are better than a non-stick pan, and getting that crispy skin. And I put a pinch of butter in there. I use avocado oil because that has a high smoke point. You get it to where it's almost smoking, then put your fillets in. Just coat the bottom of the pan, and about 3 to 4 minutes each side, because these are thin slice fish. And it's kind of the same concept across the board with any kind of white fish you want to make, if it's thin like that, all right? And if you want to pan sear it. So that's what's happening on this edition of Cooking with Jay. Branzino, European sea bass. Thank you for watching. Cooking with Jay airs Sunday evenings starting at 6 o'clock on WHRO Public Media Facebook page. And I want to thank the Chesapeake, longtime supporters of the show. I want to thank you for watching. And don't forget, check out my jazz show, Send It In Session on WHR VFM, and my other show, R&B Chronicles, also on WHR VFM. Be safe out there, friends. Until the next edition of Cooking with Jay, we shall see you then. Take care.
Support provided by the Chesapeake in Newport News, catering to the palate of every single resident. More at thechesapeake.org.